In terms of performance, when people are looking at it, is there a specific number that people should be looking for? Like, oh, if it's ranking for 2, then I'm solid. Or if there's you said like percentage or the number of clicks or something, is there something that we should be looking for first?
The main thing is growth.
Okay.
A healthy page is acquiring keywords, so you can benchmark those things.
Yeah.
You can see, okay, this page is ranking for 100 keywords. That should grow over time. You should be acquiring more keywords, which means your impressions are going to go up. And the idea is that as your impressions go up, you should be getting more clicks. As the opportunity for clicks increases, the clicks should increase as well. But the first thing you want to look at is this page acquiring more keywords, and then is it getting more impressions? Those two are extremely important. And the metric I think you should be looking at is that number going up? And it's going up, then you're doing pretty well.
Okay. Because I remember looking at a client a little while back, and they started off with a ranking of 12. Mm-hmm. And then it grew. It got worse. It got to 50. Mm-hmm. But also between the time where I first looked and then the second time I looked, there were also a lot more new pages.
Sure.
So that kind of made everything fluctuate. And
for sure.
that can be terrifying.
Well, yeah. So as a page actually improves, you'll see an average ranking, right? Mm-hmm. The average ranking, like maybe in this example is what you're talking about, that it was 12. That's for all the keywords on the page. As you rank for more keywords, that is going to drop. Your average position is going to drop because you're picking up more terms. Same with your click-through rate. Your click-through rate will probably drop. People tend to freak out, but that's actually a good thing. You're actually, because those terms are lower to start, you're getting some impressions, but you're not getting as many clicks just because it's lower ranking. Those terms are start off lower. So your impressions will go up, your clicks will go up, but your average ranking position and your click-through rate will probably go down because you're casting that wider net. So you want to look at those metrics that are actually showing that you're actually improving, that this page is actually getting better. And just because your overall ranking position is dropping, that doesn't necessarily indicate anything bad.
Yeah, I think that's really important to underline. It's not just to look at that overall score, because that can be scary.
Yeah, don't worry about that.
Yeah,
don't worry about that at all.
We spoke about keywords. We spoke about a lot of things, the Search Console, and now I want to shift gears into supporting articles. So it's something that you told me right before that we started this interview, that it's not just about those articles where you sell your product, right?
Correct.
These supporting articles are also very important. Can you tell the audience why it's very important and maybe what they are?
Of course. So not everything that you write for your site needs to be a money page, a page where you're actually trying to sell something. You can create pages that support those pages. The idea is that it lifts them up, it holds them up, and provides support. The clue is in the name, I guess, that these things support your target page. The idea is that there's often, you can't get everything on one page. And often there's good information that isn't something that would be part of a sales copy or goes a little too far afield of what what you'd write on your target page, kind of beyond those semantically related terms, because we want that page to rank for very specific things. But there are things that go a little bit too far afield. It's still great information. It's still something that provides relevance and context to what you're doing, but it's not exactly what you'd put on that page. And that becomes a supporting page. Supporting pages are nice though, because they're often very longer keyword phrases, which means they usually are easier to rank for. And if you are doing it that it's contextually related, it's within the same concept, you're actually going to start getting good traffic to your site while you're waiting for that primary keyword rank, because those can take a long time to rank. It takes a long time for a target page to grow and be healthy. But these supporting pages can often rank quite quickly, and they can start to trickle in that traffic that you want. So there are a lot of different ways to get concepts for these supporting pages. People also ask is a very easy one, where if you turn your target keyword into a question, you'll see a little box in Google that says "People also asked." That's a great place to get these concepts from. Answer the Public is a freemium tool that you can use to find these types of concepts. There are often things that wouldn't go necessarily on your target page, but they're going to support your target page. They're within that kind of area contextually of what you're talking about. One of the best examples that we had in our agency was we had a target page where we're selling ski lift tickets in New Zealand. And one of our best supporting pages was, what's the weather like in New Zealand in August? Because I don't know what the weather, do you ski in August in New Zealand? I don't know. I know it's on a completely other part of the planet, but what is going on? So you can see how that's very related to what we're talking about, because we can get we have people that are looking at tourism. They're like, they're thinking about going to New Zealand at that time. Could I ski? So even though that article really has nothing to do with lift tickets or skiing, it's the idea of what's going on around at that time within New Zealand. So these things, you wouldn't necessarily need to say like ski lift, ski tickets, skiing. It can just, but it's within that realm of what somebody would be looking for to get that type of information for a ski trip.
Okay, let's go through another example just so I get a better understanding of these supporting articles. Let's say it's because our audience is service-based. Okay. Mm-hmm. So if you're offering a service, let's say you offer SEO help, right, as a service. So what would be an example of supporting articles on your website?
Can I do SEO myself? How long does SEO take? Is SEO expensive? Those kind of things that they might not be the type of thing that goes on the SEO services Phoenix page, but they would be questions that people would be looking to find information on, and it's going to bring the right type of traffic to your site because it's people that are asking questions around your particular service. If you have dental services, does it hurt to get your teeth cleaned? Or how long does it take to get an appointment, or how long does something take, or what's the recovery time? Those would be things that you could put in that are in the general area, but aren't exactly what you'd be ranking for when you're doing that service in an area or that service in that particular product or whatever it might be.
And that's why they rank much faster, because more people are typing them in. And
they're much longer. So there's going to be less competition for them. So that the less competition, the easier it is to have something appear quickly. But because you're writing about something that should actually get to your service, you're getting the right type of traffic. Coming down from the